Hey guys, what's going on? SpitBrix here, back for another LEGO Ninjago Movie video. In this video, I'll be counting down the top 10 best LEGO Ninjago Movie scenes from all the trailers that we've gotten to leading up to this movie. Be sure to stick around for the whole entire video so you guys can see the coolest 10 scenes in the trailers. Alright guys, so today I'm back for another LEGO Ninjago Movie video. I'll be counting down the top 10 LEGO Ninjago Movie scenes. Now keep in mind these are my favorite scenes and yours may be different, so be sure to comment down below which scenes in the trailers that we have gotten are your guys' favorites. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in to number 10. The first scene coming in at number 10 on this video is actually from one of the more recent trailers for LEGO Ninjago. At the very beginning of showing Zane, they show him loading or processing new information, which is a cool scene and all, but didn't actually make number 10. The scene that took number 10 comes directly after that one. Kai is giving Lloyd a celebratory birthday hug, and whenever Zane hears their conversation, he comes over wanting to increase the pressure of the hug dramatically. He comes over, and as you can see from this picture, wraps his arms all the way around both Lloyd and Kai. You can see them being squeezed very tightly by Zane's robotic arms that can obviously have a lot of pressure. Just imagine how tightly they're being squeezed right now. A little bit awkward in the middle of school, don't you think? But also a very funny and creative scene, and that's why it came in at number 10 on this list and did give quite a few people some laughs. Coming in at number 9 is a trailer actually from quite a few months ago. This was the San Diego Comic-Con LEGO Ninjago Movie trailer. This was a very funny scene in which Lloyd just wanted to do some sightseeing with his dad Garmadon, but of course Garmadon had some other plans. He wanted to quote-unquote take over San Diego. Lloyd makes sure that's definitely not going to happen. However, Garmadon seems to be convinced otherwise. Lloyd shows Garmadon a bunch of different pictures of San Diego, and instead of just wanting to go there and look at the views, Garmadon wants to go there and crush it with his evil mech. I guess that's just what Garmadon likes to do, but a very funny, clever scene to implement San Diego Comic-Con into the LEGO Ninjago Movie trailer, advertising for San Diego Comic-Con and the LEGO Ninjago Movie at the same time, all while being quite funny. Coming in at number 8 is actually a very short scene from a TV spotlight for the LEGO Ninjago Movie. You may have not even seen this if you didn't pause the video whenever the camera panned over this. This only showed for a few milliseconds, and I was able to pause it here, and it's definitely turned into one of my favorite aspects of this movie so far in the trailers. There's this sign here that says thanks for visiting Ninjago, and there's a little record down on the very bottom of how many days since the last attack, obviously meaning Garmadon, and you can see it's at 1. That means Garmadon literally attacked the city yesterday, and this TV spotlight actually showed Garmadon attacking it again, so that needs to be changed to 0. A very funny little Easter egg that you probably missed if you didn't look at it very, very closely. I also love the build. It's a very nice traditional style hut. I think it looks really cool, and just overall is a great thought out scene and very funny to say the least. Coming in at number 7 is probably the most known scene on this list. This is from the very first LEGO Ninjago Movie trailer. Yes, you guys probably know what this is. Whoops, I must have butt dialed you scene. At least that's what I call it. It's a very funny scene. Obviously, Lloyd is sleeping in his bed. He gets a phone call from his dad, basically in the very early morning it appears, since there is light actually coming in through the window, and he asks who this is. Garmadon doesn't even know that he actually called his son, and he says, well, I must have butt dialed you. Just a very funny, very humorous. This scene was definitely one of the most memorable scenes of this LEGO Ninjago Movie trailer franchise as a whole, and hopefully it'll be a very cool part in the actual movie as well. Coming in at number 6 is a scene from the second trailer of LEGO Ninjago. I tried to keep this video quite diverse throughout all of the trailers that we've gotten, instead of just choosing all the scenes from 1 or 2 different trailers. This one being from the second. This scene also was scattered throughout a few TV promotions. Lloyd gets on his bus and everybody doesn't really like him, because would you really like a person in your class whose dad just destroys your city and possibly destroys your home? Of course not. So these kids obviously do not like Lloyd. That must be terrible for him. He must feel so bad. But whenever everyone shifts over to the right-hand side, or our right-hand side of the school bus, it basically tips the school bus to that side, scratching the ground as it drives across the road. You can even see some sparks down there, and also some great details on that bus. A lot of people just overlook the fact that that bus has some really weird things on it and actually looks pretty cool. Coming in at number 5 is actually a scene also that was in a lot of different trailers for the LEGO Ninjago movie. It just really depends on which one you saw it first for it to be considered from that trailer. In this scene, the ninja are all walking through a very dense forest when, of course, Jay sees a bee. I believe that's supposed to be a bee. It's actually very big if you actually compare that to the actual minifigure. That's a very large bee. I'd be quite scared of it as well. Although Jay is very scared of this bee, it's not actually the main focal point of why this scene got to number 5 on this list. Whenever the camera pans around, you can actually see that Jay has a very large orange spider on the very back of him, and he doesn't even notice it. All he notices is the big bee, but he doesn't even realize his big old spider that's on the back of him, probably crawling up his back. And what's even funnier is that all the ninjas that were behind him in this scene haven't even told him about that spider that's on his back. A huge spider does not just miraculously appear on someone's back. They would have seen it maybe come down from a tree or at least crawl up his back. So this is very interesting that they didn't even say anything, and he's got this huge spider on the back and he doesn't even feel it. A very funny scene, almost doesn't make much sense, but very cool, and it made this list at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is a very exclusive scene that was not shown many places. This was on a very exclusive TV show advertisement, or also on Instagram if you guys found it there, in which we got to see the first images ever of a narwhal warrior for Garmadon's army. Now, although this scene is a bit sad because of course this narwhal pops this little girl's balloon, I do love to see new minifigures that we're going to be getting in eventual sets, or at least I hope we do. As of the time of this video, we do not have official images of 2018 sets, but maybe whenever you're watching this video right now, maybe we do. I do love how this figure is going to come out, and because this scene was quite rare, it does end up making itself onto number 4 on this list. Coming in at number 3 is another one of the funniest scenes, in my opinion, of the LEGO Ninjago movie. Here we have the ninjas trying to blend in with their surroundings. I can't see any of them. Can you see any of them? I honestly can't. They're doing a great job at hiding. That's completely sarcasm, obviously, if you couldn't already pick that up. And of course, Woo's expression is priceless afterwards. I just think it's hilarious that the ninjas actually thought that you would not be able to see him there. Definitely one of the fan favorite scenes from the third trailer of LEGO Ninjago. And one last thing I do want to point out is Kai, and how Kai thinks he's stealthily hiding. You can see only his legs sticking up in the air as if he put his head in a hole or something. I mean, that's just hilarious. I'm not really sure exactly what these ninja were thinking. Coming in at number 2, we're getting down to some of my most favorite scenes from these trailers. This was initially another TV exclusive, or TV advertisement exclusive here, the omelet weapon instead of the ultimate weapon. Here in his GPL tech base, where his researchers are trying to figure out where the ninjas are going and what they are doing, they actually got a spy cam on Master Wu, and he says something about the ultimate weapon. Now, of course, Garmadon picks it up as an omelet weapon, and he says that sounds delicious but dangerous. This is definitely one of the most hilarious scenes in my opinion, which is definitely what the animators were trying to go for. Great job creating this hilarious scene. And coming in at number 1, this is the Meowthra scene, coming in as the best scene in the LEGO Ninjago movie trailers. This one was in the second trailer of the LEGO Ninjago movie. Meowthra appeared around the corner looking very harmless and of course sweet. All the Ninjago movie minifigures in the street all thought it was super cute. It's actually very interesting here that all of the Ocean Army also stopped and pondered up at the cat, until of course, well, the ultimate weapon, or the laser pointer, helped Meowthra knock down a big old building, and the street was in chaos once again. Absolutely crazy. A very unexpected scene, a very much a surprise for a lot of LEGO Ninjago fans. We did not know we were going to have a real-life element of a cat in this upcoming LEGO Ninjago movie. I'm really excited to see how it pans out. From this scene alone, I do like how LEGO is taking it. Cats love to chase after the laser pointer little dot on the ground. Really cool. I'm very excited to see how that pans out, and overall a really awesome scene. Unexpected, but really cool scene. And that's going to wrap up my top 10 LEGO Ninjago movie scenes from all of the trailers that we've got coming up to this LEGO Ninjago movie. Be sure to comment down below which one of the scenes is your guys' favorite. I'm very curious to see what you guys think. I'm SpitBrix. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to check out the other videos on my channel as well, and I'll be posting a lot more coming soon as always. Be sure to subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video coming very soon.